I didn't know back then that this would become one of my biggest cookie failures of all time. But let's jump to the beginning of the story, where this little cookie dough was forged. Some ingredients going in there, you know, cookie ingredients. Everything went very well, but later, let's say, I just made some little mistakes. Hell yeah, little big mistakes better. There was no coming back from them. It started also well, but when I started decorating, it all went wrong. It started to just go downhill, everything. But the biggest mistake I made in the very end, and I tried to hide it from you, actually. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. I rolled out the dough and cut out the forms. Went pretty well and was very happy with it. I put it into the oven and baked it. Not too long, not too short. It was perfect. I had a lot of things to decorate those cut-out cookies with. We have chocolate here, sugar writing, toppings, sugar balls, everything we need. And more. I had some white chocolate in a tube that I put inside my fridge years ago. So I made a water bath and made it hot so this chocolate would get fluid again. But it seemed like the years in my fridge were too much for this. So I ended up not using it. But actually I had planned originally to use it a lot, because dark chocolate and white chocolate, I could make so cool artworks with it. So I thought. Because I didn't have that, I had to resort to my sugar writing. And that's just not really the same. I am well aware that right now it doesn't look like the cookie failure I promised in the thumbnail of the video. It doesn't look very sad, but I tell you, it starts now. My first mistake, I thought I could color in big empty spaces with this little sugar color, and it would look good. I was wrong. It didn't look good at all. That was my original comment on this cookie. Okay. That looks only halfway ugly. No, it looks ugly. It doesn't look halfway ugly, it looks ugly and sad. It looks so sad, like all its family just died because some fat guy came and ate them all at once. So sad does he look. You might say, hey Sundi, aren't you a little bit harsh to yourself? They don't look that bad. They're just cookies. And then I'll tell you, this was my expectation how an angel cookie should look. And this was reality. I felt like I'm a kindergartner decorating some cookies. I just wasn't able to pull it off. I wasn't. My hands were too clumsy with those sugar colors and with the chocolate. The only thing that happened was my hands getting covered in chocolate. Yes, there were some designs I was happy with, happier, but the majority, it wasn't art. I'm not even a cooking channel. If I'm not doing anything artful, why even do this video? That was what I was thinking to myself, looking at my own creations. But it didn't get any better. I know I spoke very negatively about those cookies, but that wasn't even the part where I really messed them up. I ruined them after already being finished. So how did I manage to do that? I mentioned the white chocolate I had in a water bath in the beginning. So I accidentally left a paper towel half inside my water bath and the other half was on the table. And because of physics, water drains through the towel onto the table while my cookies were drying there. So half of them are just really moist and 3 of them are just soaked in water. Disgusting! Meanwhile, I was trying to film this plate while only showing the good parts. And then the biggest lie of them all. I like it. Yum yum. Tasty. So good. Kind of. Isn't it a spark of honesty here? They're good. To be fair, I really liked the taste of the cookies. It was just that the consistency was really bad. Like a soggy cookie. No one likes that. But at the moment it was very hard for me to admit that it was a big failure, so please forgive me to be a little bit in denial here. Anyway, I'm glad I told you the truth about my big cookie failure, and I'll see you in the next video.